Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about how to find good wholesalers for your boutique. So the first thing that you want to start doing is do a Google search. So when you do a Google search, you're going to have quite a few sponsored websites show up, which is fine. You can click on them and kind of view what they have to offer, but I would recommend checking out more than just the first page of results, because once you get onto the second and third page, there might be like hidden gems that you didn't know about otherwise. So I think it's really important. Do more than just the very first search page, because you never know what you're going to find. Click on the websites that interest you to see their styles. So if there's one that's sponsored and you like the name of it, or if you like their like description on Google, go ahead and click on it. Even if you can't log in because you're not registered, you can still see the general idea for what they have to offer. So what I did when I first started was I would kind of click on each one where I liked the description of it, and I would kind of look at their homepage, and I'm like, that doesn't really look like the style that I want to sell, or yeah, maybe it does. So it really, it's like a trial and error, kind of just clicking here, clicking there, figuring out what you like and what you don't like. Typically, so what I look at is if somebody has a better website, they will have a registration that you have to create, but it'll be requiring a seller's permit. So I guess to like resum that up in better words, better quality websites have better quality clothes, in my opinion, and that'll require a seller's permit, because if you want to sell good quality clothes, you need to have a permit to do so. So make sure that you still click on them, even if you're like, I don't have a seller's permit yet. Click on them, find out their style, and then go from there. The second thing that I do, I kind of touched on this already, but I look at the appearance of a website. So first impressions for me mean a lot. If I don't like the way something looks, I'm not going to buy it. If I don't like the way someone's website looks, I'm not going to buy from it. I don't know if that's superficial of me or not. But like, in my opinion, if somebody has a better quality website and it looks like they take the time to update it and keep it looking nice and fresh, then they care more about their brand, and they're going to make sure that their items are acceptable and great quality. And so, like I said, so far from my experience, that seems to stay true, is when I look at a website and it looks like it's well structured and well made, typically their clothes are too. There's a few websites that I've gone on and I have ordered from where they have like the flashing sale signs and these coupon codes and all this, and like their quality is okay, like it's still acceptable, but it's not amazing, I guess. I won't buy from them more than a few items, just because I don't want to have that hit or miss, like is their quality good, is it gonna stay good? I'm just really picky with that, so I take, God, it feels like 10 hours a week just looking at stuff to order for the boutique. I don't actually know how much time I spend. I'll have to time it out, but yeah, I spend a lot of time just sifting through stuff to make sure that I have the right items that I want to put in the boutique. So another thing that I look at for the appearance of the website is if they look like they take their own photos. So when I say that, it means, do they have consistent models that they're using? Do they have the same people who are modeling their clothing? Do they have similar backgrounds? Because I've run into issues with certain wholesalers where it, like, their items look great and then you get it and it does not look like the photo at all. And then you see the same photo on a different website and it's like, what's going on here? So there are wholesalers who just take stock photos from other people and then they replicate the items, and the items look nothing like the photos, so just be careful. I haven't really run into that with people who require a seller's permit, and so I'm hoping that that stays true. So just be careful if you're ordering before you have a seller's permit, that you order smaller amounts, I guess, so that it's less likely for you to get some duds. So the next thing that I would recommend, get your seller's permit. Eventually, if you're doing sales, you're going to need it anyways. especially if you're doing it as a business and not like a side hobby. So with a seller's permit, you can see a preview of the website and see their style of clothes, but then you need a permit to see more than just the homepage. So every single wholesale website that requires a seller's permit, they're going to have like a login or a register here button, and that's where you'll hit register and you fill out your information, your business information, your shipping address, and then they're going to ask for a picture of your seller's permit and probably your sales and use tax number. I've had a couple ask for like my EIN number, so just make sure that you have all of that handy. Make sure you have scanned pictures or documents of those so that way you're just ready to go and you don't have any holdups with that. But with the seller's permit, like I said before, typically websites don't require a seller's permit if their items aren't the greatest quality. If someone has higher quality items, they want people who are legit sellers to sell their items. So I have, let's say Blowfish, for example. They require a seller's permit, the Blowfish shoes. They also require that you have a storefront to sell their shoes because they want to make sure that their shoes are going into stores where they approve the look of your store, make sure that it looks like you're not just buying them for yourself and then reselling on like Facebook or something. So high quality items just typically don't allow sellers without a selling permit. So let's see. Make small orders to start. So even if you find a website that looks amazing and fantastic, it's got all the items and the styles that you want, make a small purchase first. Don't go crazy. Don't buy a million items and then get them. Order like one or two things with a small quantity, get the items, and then see what they're like. So some websites will let you order like one thing and ship it, so like literally a size small and ship it to yourself. Other have requirements, so they might say you need to order at least 12 items. So say like too small, too large, too extra large, like whatever the numbers are. So it's really important that you start out small because if you do get a dud or a bad quality shipment, if they allow returns, great, you can return them and go through that hassle, but if they don't take your return, then you're out that money. So it's better to have a small loss and find out right away than order like $1,000 worth of items and then find out that the quality is horrible. Not really the case for everything. Like I said, there's a lot of good websites out there and it does take a lot of research to find them. I know I have researched by going into other boutiques. I've researched by Googling for hours on end different brands to put in my boutique. So it's kind of a struggle, but it's also rewarding because at the end of the day, you know that you're putting high quality products into your boutique. So my fifth and last suggestion is use the Fair app. So it's an app that it requires a seller's permit for you to buy anything. And what that does is there are thousands of different sellers on there and wholesalers. So on the Fair app, you can get like Vervet by Flying Monkey, you can get Can, you can get Petunia Pickle Bottom, whatever your poison is. Most of it's on there. So once you have your seller's permit, you can sign up for the Fair app and you can create an account and then you can browse women's, kids, bath and body, like it has almost everything on there and you can just scroll through, look at sellers, you can look at just items, you can look at categories, and there's a lot of quality items on there. I've ordered keychains, I've ordered clothes, shoes, bracelets, you name it. It is amazing. I found some really, really good quality purses, and a lot of the prices are really reasonable. So I think the Fair app is a really important thing to know about because it's kind of what helped me scale my business because I found more quality items on Fair than I did from my Google searches, as weird as that seems. So that'd be my last suggestion. After you get your seller's permit, sign up for the Fair app. It'll give you a greater idea of like styles. It'll give you more ideas in general for accessories, stuff that you may not have thought of putting in your boutique, but you see it and you like it. So that's kind of how I found good wholesalers. You can drop it in the comments below if you have any other suggestions. I would appreciate it. If you like my video, please hit the like button. If you want to keep watching my videos, please hit subscribe. And until then, I will see you guys in the next video.